Good morning. I was inspired by another yoga teacher, friend of mine, David Westlake. He made a meditation video, posted it, and then also did a live, which was kind of cool. I was able to go on there one morning at 8, and there were about 15 of us on there, so it was pretty neat to know that, you know, out there there were 14 other people meditating with us. So let's go ahead and get started. Make sure you find a nice comfortable seat, and hopefully you're doing this early morning. That's kind of the best time to focus your mind before it's inundated with information through all of your senses. And then you can rest your hands on your knees or just bring them to rest on your lap. As you can tell, I'm all tucked in here on my favorite chair. I have some notes here on things I wanted to share as well. So start to close the eyes if that's comfortable, and if not, just keep a soft gaze focus in front of you. I promise you won't miss anything on the video. I'm just sitting here, nothing exciting if you close your eyes. Roll the shoulders up, bring them down, and then let them rest down and back, opening the chest a little bit, elongating the spine as you inhale, and then relaxing the shoulders away from the ears as you exhale. And we'll begin to focus on the breath. On your inhale, if your mind wanders, just remind yourself what you're doing. On your inhale, say to yourself, I'm breathing in. And on your exhale, I am breathing out. Inhale, breathing in. Exhale, breathing out. So do this several times, just feeling the breath roll in, feeling the body, and then exhaling. Breath escapes the body, you feel empty. And then start the cycle again, inhaling, exhaling. Some people also like to count as they're breathing, so inhale 1, exhale 1. Really, it's up to you. You just want to find something that works for you. And when the mind wanders, as it will, sweetly bring it back to its focus on your breath. And think of the mind as a puppy. So you have this cute little puppy and it wanders away from you. I mean, you wouldn't scold it, you wouldn't yell at it, right? You certainly wouldn't want to scare it. So if the mind is a puppy and it wanders away, you sweetly call it back. Gently, sweetly, just remind it to come back to the breath. I am breathing in. I am breathing out. Let's take 5 more breaths here on your own breath cycle. Wherever you are, take one more breath. and then let that go. Bring the hands to center chest. Let's take a little bow here to close our practice. Thanking yourself for this time. When you're ready, start to slowly flutter the eyes open. Nice job. So a couple things just to debrief a little bit. I have used several apps and taken a lot of meditation classes where I've learned strategies, when my mind wanders. So the puppy example is a good one. And I remember sharing that with someone who is also kind of a type A person, and hearing from that person, yeah, you're right. Like, I need to be kind to myself when my mind wanders away. I can't think that I'm going to be 100% proficient or a master of meditation, in 3 sessions or something like that, or in 30 sessions or in 300 sessions. So I've found that to be a good one just because, it's a puppy. Like, who doesn't love puppies? The other thing I wanted to mention, and I found myself doing this during practice, 2 minutes ago, was, thinking ahead or thinking in the past. So I listened to a really good meditation, a couple weeks ago on an app. And one of the strategies mentioned was called naming. So you want to be present when you're meditating and focusing. That's why a lot of people focus on the breath. It keeps them present. Some people like to focus on the feeling of their hands, the feeling of their lips, tongue, mouth. Some people focus by listening to sounds around them. Some people can use their whole body as a reference point, and that's actually one of my favorites. However, when you lose your point of reference in your present moment, typically what you're doing is either planning ahead, right? Thinking of like, what am I going to eat for dinner? Or I was thinking to myself, how am I going to close this meditation session, right? And then, or the flip side, you're thinking in the past, like, I can't believe I said that to her. Or, gosh, I went to bed way too late last night. Why did I do that to myself? So with the naming strategy, what you do is you're present with your breath. I'm breathing in, I'm breathing out. And then say your mind wanders and you're telling yourself, oh yeah, I need to call so-and-so. Okay, stop. Name what you're doing. So in that case, that would be planning. And then say, I need to come back to the present instead of planning. Same thing, say you float into the past and you think to yourself, oh, I forgot to, call this person. Oh, I'm doing it again. I'm remembering. Then that will help you to bring it back and remind yourself to stay present. So some people find that by naming what they're doing, they can either find patterns. Most of the time, I think I'm planning more than anything else. So I just have to let that go and think about if I'm so busy planning that I'm not being present, then in the future when I'm in the present, I'm still going to be planning. So I'm never actually living in the present moment, if that makes sense. So anyway, couple things I thought I'd share. Of course, I don't want to totally bomb you with information, but hopefully you found something here helpful, and we'll try it again soon.